I never forgot the kids in the cages. I never forgot Trump trying to get rid of the Dreamers. I never forgot Charlottesville, where he called the white supremacists great guys. You like to forget. I don't. I don't forget. And right now, I don't give a Central Park 5. I don't forget. When these guys were innocent, they got raped in jail, some of them. These kids were innocent. I don't forget him trying to say Obama wasn't an American citizen. You'll forget. You'll forget. I don't forget. And so I'm just a regular human being, and I just said I'm voting for Biden and Harris. And yo, Joe, stay woke. And what's woke? Not going to vote because they're both bad people or secret society or that. Bro, what I know is people died to give us the right to vote. People died. Bro, whatever your choice is, fine. I choose to rock a much finer vodka for that ass. Titi Barber, what's up? This is the biggest show in the game. Women Empowerment Week. Shout out to Terrellish. He came up with it and told me, yo, you should do Women Empowerment Week. And so we did it. And did we know that we'll have our first female vice president, also African American. And how black is black enough? Listen. So now, I agree. I don't like prosecutors. This is what we got. She's strong. She's tough. Joe picked her. It is what it is. Joe's made some mistakes himself. 30 years ago. It's sad but true. He made some mistakes. Him alone when there had to be 100 other people or whatever. I'm not trying to act like I'm the king of politicians. But what I am saying is we're going for Trump or we're going for Joe Biden. No, I know. Unfortunately, I know. This is what we got. B dot on the check-in. This is what we got, bro. I'd have took Stacey Abrams. I'd have took Bass. This is what we got, bro. So are you going to sit this one out? Or are you going to make a change? Because a lot of you guys, you. A lot of you guys talk a lot of shit and don't go vote. You talk this shit every day in your job. You complain about everything. You hate it. And then you don't go vote. I'm going to vote. And so you make up your mind. But I'm clear on them kids in the cages. And they not Puerto Rican or Cuban. But I'm clear about those kids in the cages. And I'm clear about Charlottesville. And I'm clear about the Jews in the synagogue who got killed over there in Pittsburgh. Don't fuck with me, guys. I'm very focused. Don't mess with me. I'll pick who I want to pick. You pick who you want to pick. I can't be bought, guys. I cannot. I'm an entrepreneur. I pay myself. In fact, my greatest mentor, my biggest mentor, I won't say his name, loves Donald Trump. Worships him. But I am not a follower. Not what I do. Be clear on that. Yeah, I'll be a joke. I'm doing pretty good for being a joke. Revolt TV every Tuesday, 10 p.m. Big move. I was speaking to Diddy today. Big move. Care about none of that shit y'all talking about. Are you wearing your mask? Are you washing your hands? This shit real. And everybody, I got problems with everybody. Everybody's playing the game. Everybody's playing the game. Russia says they have the vaccine. By the way, guys, this show is watched in Russia, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Asia, Africa. We global. Europe. This shit ain't a game. This Joker show, this shit big. Bigger than you think. Russia said they have the vaccine. I pray to God they have it. I pray to God they have it. But I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. Trump trying to get that vaccine before the election. And if he gets it, hallelujah. Still not voting for him. But you might go for it. You might go for that. I'm not going for that. And hey, Trump saved us taxes. I made a couple of dollars. But morally, and this is since day one, morally, people have traded in their morals, their religious beliefs, everything in the world for $1. And that's what's sad about you guys. You guys will sell your mother for $1. And that's what's sad. Yo, I'm making money. That's terrible, man. Money's your God? Terrible. Ladies and gentlemen.
Joey.
The baddest chick. Yo, the baddest chick to be a grown guy. But we all know it's the baddest bitch.
Let me put this up. Hi.
What's up with you? You like far away, I think. Like you not.
I am?
Yeah, you're a little bit far.
It's better?
It's better.
Okay. Hold on. Let me move this up. Is it better? Okay. I think so. I'm trying to make the phone stand still. Okay. Let me sit up a little bit. So
How you doing, Trina?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's Women Empowerment Week. And
okay.
And you definitely represent women empowerment. Now, we got all kind of women. We got religious women. We got activists. We got politicians. You've been shaking your ass for a long time.
Absolutely.
Is it true? Is it true that
no,
sex
absolutely.
Sells? Is it true that sex sells?
When you're sexy, absolutely. When you sexy, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yo, Trina, let me ask you a question. Do you think you have luck with men?
Luck. You know what? Yeah and no. I would say, I think for me, I don't know how to like settle to tolerate certain things. I think make sense or no? Okay.
I'm saying, Trina, man, we've seen you dating the biggest guys in the world, and then it doesn't seem like you're not married or whatever the case. So, do you think it's been your choice of men, or all men ain't shit?
Oh no, I think I would say some choice, but not just that men aren't shit. More so that some men don't really have it together, or they think they know what they want, or you think because I met Trina and I'm dating Trina, oh, it's the baddest chick or however. But when I become this full surface 100% woman, and I'm very submissive and I do all these things to hold this down, you're not ready. That's not the person you thought you wanted, or I thought I was getting like, the baddest chick you don't know now. We about to make a vibe. It's going down. That's not the realistic reality of my life. You know what I mean? I'm going to hold it down and do all that, but I have a whole different spectrum when it comes to like life and relationships and what I believe in and how I think that it should be when I'm dealing with somebody. And if you're not giving 100% like I am, I'm out. Doesn't matter what happened. I'm out.
I've heard you say that before. Can you, even if you're in love with a man, could you honestly just be out? Like, I've heard you say that.
I was in a whole relationship, a whole in love, a whole thought I was getting married, a whole thought I was having a baby, a whole 5 years of a life. And he violated that situation. And I was very hurt, I was in a bad space. But what happened is it took me 4 months before I let him know that this wasn't going to work. It took 4 months to come forward and say, hey, I know what you did and it's not going to work. Because have I told you when I first knew, I realized I'm in love, I'm hurt, I don't want to leave, I don't want to go, I want to stay here. But if I say what happened, it's going to be at odds. You're going to lie, it's not going to work, we're going to go back and forth. And how do I stay after that? How do I feel after that? So I had this whole situation. I talked about it. I was very transparent, honest. And I decided once I say this, like Trina, when you let it out, it's gonna go bad, or maybe he's gonna, I'm gonna change. It didn't happen, and I just was not gonna settle and go down and be treated for like you living 2 lives. Like, and the people that you're running around with are the people that are like fans of mine. I'm not gonna settle for you to do what you're doing to me with somebody that's looking up to me. That means you're not like leveling up to what you really want anyway. So somewhere in this circle, we playing a game. It got to stop.
Yeah, that's sad in every way. I've seen other relationships, not you, but I've seen other relationships where I've seen a woman that was with a guy that like got statues made out of him, fucking everything, and just bringing his legacy down. And I'm watching, cause I'm one of them. I'm a dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching, it's none of my business, but I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, this is top 5 dead or alive. Like, what is she doing? Like, does she realize they really ain't that much better out there?
I don't think guys at the time realize that when you're in it like that. And I think that's where it gets real tricky. And for me, I know in all the situations I've been in, people are like, well, what happened? I thought this was going to work. Or I'm not a kiss and tell. I don't have to bash you and make you look bad. I'm just going to respectfully just exit the situation because this is not for me.
Something I never liked about women, and this is Women Empowerment Week. I've watched in my lifetime, it didn't happen to me, but I've watched in my lifetime where women were done, but they were still in this situation where this guy was most likely paying the bills or whatever, and they was plotting for like 6 months to a year. I'm going to leave them. They already know they're leaving. But they're like playing the game till they get their shit together. I never really liked that. I felt like if you don't want to be with somebody, you should just leave.
You got to go. And that's the thing. It's called being there because the situation is good. I am the situation. I'm not being there because it's good. If it's not right for me, I'm out. That's the end of that. And that's always been my situation. And this is what happens because some people, no disrespect, but if you don't have it together, if you're not trying to make a way for yourself and you're in a good situation, you're going to stay because you're trying to get it together or you have a free meal ticket or however the case may be. Me, no. I don't care who or whatever. If it's not treating me good, it's a dub. I'm gone. It's not going to work.
So you're very beautiful. You've been a sex symbol for a long time. You was ever with a guy and you couldn't believe that one of his men tried to holler at you behind his back? Like, how do you take that? How do you take that?
That happened to me before, and it kind of backfired on me before, because it happened, and I was like, that's your man's and them. Like, that ain't it. But this is your man. So when you're a woman in a situation, I don't know how to come and tell them, like, you tell your man, like, yo, your man's I don't really say that, but I'm never going to indulge in that or give you that. Now it backfired on me because I didn't say something, and then it gave the man the opportunity to tell him, oh, I tried to holler at your shorty, but what did she holler back? No, she ain't holler back, but it was an insinuation that, well, we talked, we was cool. It was like, it was high and by. And I just looked at that as, wow. Like, wow, I could have blasted you. But fortunately, somebody else that was there in the situation, another guy, came out and was like, that ain't how it happened. Shorty ain't give him no rap. It just made you look crazy. And I had respect for you because you're high profile. So that made me just look at you like, you know what I mean? Like, you trying to get points for what? That wasn't even cool. Like, but, it comes to territory. I mean, you just have to know how to spin it.
I'm thinking if the guy don't know, then it really ain't his fault. Right? He don't know that homeboy try to holler. And scumbags is scumbags, Trina, no matter what. In Spanish, we call them atrevidos. Like, a guy stick his thing in anything. When he out there hollering at anything moving, like, yo, 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 yo. Everybody knows guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Whether they famous or they not famous.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? There's always guys like that. Me personally, my wife never told me because I'd have gave ketchup in the middle of the club. Because if a guy's shaking my hand, saying, yo, what up, Joe Crack, and hollering at this, he gonna get stripped naked in front of everybody.
Definitely.
That's a different form of disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I had a friend, right? And he told me a story one time, and he said, you Trina, so we talking real shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he said he lived in a place and his mansions all over, and the next door neighbor was a ball player or whatever. His wife was bad. They all got embarrassed. And she hollered at my man. Like, he seen her somewhere and was like, what's up, neighbor? Yo, what's good? This, that. But, I like you. I've been watching you. And this guy's supposed to be a tough guy, but he told the girl, like, you must want that guy to kill me. Because I say hi to that guy every day. He lived next door. Like, he might get enraged and try to kill me. Wow. And I respected that he said that because we see people every night on the news killing somebody you would have never thought to kill somebody.
Absolutely.
Elaborate. We don't want to talk about buffoonery or fuckery or whatever, but you was a little hot a month or two ago because you was expressing yourself. I know you, so I knew what you were saying, but it might have sounded wrong could you explain to us in slow motion what you was trying to say?
Okay, so it started with a conversation with me and Trick off the air. And so when I came into the air, the conversation, it was like intense. We were basically just talking about, just the state of where we at and how people feel about just what happened ever since the George Floyd situation happened. And everybody was like traumatized. It was like, it's different that we hear and we see this all the time, but it almost felt like well, not almost, it did feel like we saw him like pass away in front of us, like if you're watching the video. So, you know, it was a very touchy and a very downward place. So anytime that stuff, when it comes to that, to me, just because I lost my brother, I think, I don't know, maybe, well, I know I'm not over it, so I take it a little different. So I was basically saying, you know, this is bad. Now we're just, everybody is, you know, just at war. Everybody's mad and everybody's angry, and we want justice. We want justice, not to say, yeah, we want these police officers put in jail. We want that. We want them. We want more. We don't want them to get out. We want it to go bigger. It has to make a difference. It has to make a change. So, okay, move past for that. So we go in Miami, and then the night come, I'm asleep. Now I get up in the morning to get to radio. It's like 6 in the morning. So my friend, everybody's texting me about the stuff on fire downtown. My friend's little beauty thing is burning up. Just a whole bunch of stuff is happening. So I'm looking, I'm like, whoa. And I'm just like, okay. But I'm looking at all this stuff of these, like, just breaking in. But this is like kids. Like, and I'm just like, what are y'all doing? Y'all don't even live over here. You're not from this area. Like, don't come tearing up our community. This is not the place. Because prior to this happening, I had did like a food drive, gave away like 300 dinners, you know, to the community on my Trina's Day, because we couldn't have an actual event due to the whole COVID and, you know, social distance and whatever. So I'm looking, I'm back in this hood. It looks bad. It's tore down. Nobody's coming back to give. Nobody's really coming back to paint up the buildings or to like fix it up. My mom had properties over here, so we were forced to paint them. The city was like, if you don't paint this, they'll, you know, do different things because it's not open for access. So, however, I'm looking at all this, so I'm just really frustrated and mad. Like, don't tear up our community. Don't tear up, like, you know, the Overtown, the inner cities, like where we have to be at. I don't care about Bell Harbor and Aventura and all the Gucci's. I don't care about it. I'm talking about where we got to now come back to give our food and to give our stuff. And now we come back and it looks like a dump. Nobody's putting in no energy, no money to make the area look good. So we don't need to tear this part of it up. That's how I was feeling about that. I don't care about the looters and the riot. I don't, you know, and nothing with protests. I want everybody, because the piece is to make them understand what we're trying to say. Make them understand that what you did is wrong. And not just this time, every time, but this time, we are not going to stop until something is done. Like, this is the biggest thing that's happened since we've seen police brutality, like for my genre of right now. So I was really, you know, like expressed, I've been promoting it, everybody, like, you know, trying to help with the resource. Then I was saying, like, you know, for me as a woman, yeah, I get pulled over by the police. I just try to, like, even with my friends, I'd be like, listen, why you driving with your tag expired? Why you driving with no insurance? Because realistically, you smoke. So when we in the car and you riding this way, bro, when they pull you over, the first thing you want them to do is get out of your face. Not that they won't snatch me out the car and do it, because it happened to me. Like, we dirty in the car. It happened, so I'm aware of that. But my first instinct is, talk fast. I got all my stuff. Please just get out of my face. I don't want you smelling. I just want you to get out of my face. You know, just, you know, I'm a woman. I could talk faster and I could talk my way a little bit or say whatever. Not because I'm Trina, just because, hey, I don't want you guys bothering me for my personal reasons of what's happening in the car. That's basically where I was going at with that type of situation. And no disrespect to no woman that, you know, have been involved with police brutality. And just that, I was just, you know, in that essence of saying that. And what else did I talk about in that story? That was mostly what I was saying. I was just saying about, like,
what I'm saying is, I knew exactly what you meant. You might have used some words that you shouldn't have used, but everybody's so sensitive now with this cancel culture and all this shit, where we came up at a time where we could talk like we talk, and we grew up since we was babies talking like this. And nowadays, when you talk a certain way, everybody want to act like, how we going to cancel Trina, man? How we going to cancel J. Cole?
I was like, what?
We ain't like
and wait, and when the interview came up, because we started talking, I was just like, and it started with the whole, it was cut off with me saying, they're tearing up our community, or whatever I said, acting like animals. That's how it started. And so I'm like, but, so you didn't think I was talking to, like, Black people? I wasn't calling them animals, like, because I am the voice of Black people. That's all I represent. Like, who else am I going to represent? What have I not done to be in our Black community? I'm always giving back. I'm always helping. I'm just saying, these people that are out here, I don't know, bombs, whoever, tearing down the, like, this little areas where we trying to make it look better. Like, I just felt that was wrong.
Let me tell you something. In the Bronx, all over the Bronx where I'm from, they tore up black and brown businesses too. This wasn't just, let's get Fifth Avenue, let's this, which me personally, Fat Joe, don't co-sign the looting. Like, I don't understand it. Me, I'm not calling them animals. I'm not this. I don't co-sign it at all. But then again, there's so many businesses in the hood that's black and brown owned. They got destroyed. And it was sad.
A lot.
So I knew what you were saying. I just think your play of words was wrong. And
I was very emotional. Yeah, I was emotional.
I think you felt like they knew you enough. This is Trina.
I'm thinking like, you guys know me. I'm talking to Trick, and Trick could punch one button, and it's a full argument with me and him. This is not even, it just went from me and him personally talking to me trying to say it, I guess, my way, and it came out the wrong because I was very emotional. I was very mad, and I was just, my friend was calling, crying about her place. I was just like, what is happening? Like, this is not Miami. You know, this is a beautiful state. Like, don't mess this area. Like, this is not South Beach. This is right here in the community. People know people. Like, you don't want to tear this up, this place. And why y'all even over here? Where y'all kids? Like, most of these was kids. Like, where y'all come from? Why are you over here doing this? So I was just really, like, emotional with that whole situation. And on top of that, I think what happened was, it was just something happened where somebody wrote at me online, and that triggered it. Because had I just said what I said, and I think I went on a rant online, and people was confused. Was I talking to people, which I wasn't. I was talking to one particular person because I stated that and I added them. I don't do the sub.
Yeah, they do that to us all the time, Trina. They come on my shit. They doing it now. These guys are mad at themselves, man, because they're bums. Some of these people, they won't get out there. They won't work. They won't bust their ass. They can't be mad at you. Listen, man, you're a female. You black. You grew up in the hood. You got all the odds against you in the universe. And you made it. However you define making it and how you wanted to do, whether you did good or not, I've always seen you working, busting your ass, paying your own bills. So I don't know if people got it messed up to where they think guys pay your bills.
No.
You work for your shit.
Sure do. Bossed up.
And
that's why I don't take no shit.
So that's why you in the woman empowerment zone, because you work hard for whatever you got. Not only that, you've inspired, you, Little Kim, you've inspired a whole generation of artists that look up to you. And so when you see now that Cardi B put out a record with Meg Thee Stallion, it's good to see girls together, because girls, y'all worse than us. Somehow the girls don't want to get along. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I seen your last album. You had Nicki Minaj on there. You always collaborate with people, but all of a sudden they talking about canceling the song. Like, what is your take on what's going on right now with the Cardi B song and the Meg Thee Stallion?
I just feel like people should just mind their business. Because if you don't like something, scroll past it. If you don't got the wop, that means you got dry ass pussy. So either way it go, if you don't like it, move past it. You don't have to stop and say, you don't have to stop and like everything. You don't have to agree with everything, but you don't have to decline and try to tear everything down either, because you have the rightful mind to say, scroll past, unfollow, block, not interested. You have the right mind to do it also. But we do live in the freedom of speech. And white women can be sensual, sexual, explosive, prerogative as they want. Because when men do it, nobody have nothing to say. Everybody bop around to it. We do too. So when women do it, what's the problem? The problem is now that so many women are joining forces and coming together, women are taking over. And I think people do not like that, because they always try to put them down and take them apart. This is the first time, I mean, realistically, in this time frame of our genre, that this many women and girl rappers are out. Like, in the industry, period. So what's the problem now? At first it wasn't none. At first it was one. At first it was a couple. It was us. Is that it? Why can't we just live and talk about whatever? Like you want to talk about your experiences. You grew up in the projects, the struggle. If you grew up in a silver spoon in your mouth, baby daddy, no mama, crackheads, whatever. Why can't we be expressed? Why can't they just do that? Who's somebody to say what somebody struggled, what somebody like? Everybody know Cardi's story, how she got on, how she came out. Let her live her life. She's doing it. Let her live that. What's the problem? And the girls who have the WAP is not complaining.
The girls that got the WAP?
Yeah, they not complaining. What, you not complaining?
Also, the WAP means wet.
Yes.
I already know that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
That's realized it. That's the breathing. You know,
we can't move, we can't perform, we can't do nothing. So why can't we express and be the people that we want to be? Who is somebody to tell somebody what they can't do or cancel it because you don't like it? That means you can choose to go look at whatever you want to go look at. You don't have to be entertained over here on this side. It's your phone, your internet, your whatever. Go look somewhere else.
You know, my thing is, the thing that's so dope about hip hop is that it's so diverse. I've said this my whole life. Yes. You could go, if you want to listen to Consciousness, go listen to Lauren.
Go listen to that.
Or you want to hear some lyrics, go listen to Rhapsody. You want to listen, whatever. If you want to hear about what, that wet ass.
It's simple.
You know what's crazy is, we know how Cardi came up. Mm-hmm. We know she's a sex symbol doing her thing, but she's a married woman with a husband. She
and a baby, a whole family.
That. Beautiful baby, and she just got freedom of speech. It's the same thing with me. Like, people ask me all the time, yo, why you talk about drugs? Why you talk about gangster music? Yo, this is what I grew up in. This is what I'm around. Who I am as a man, I constantly give to charity. I open businesses in the hood. I look out for everybody. I got a family. I take care of my... Yo, it's like the music is the music. Like, I don't... You know, I know it's Black Lives Matter. I know it's a very conscious time, and who we are as people, we moving together. Everybody's moving in solidarity together. But I mean, like, if the girls can't have no fun.
Girls just want to have fun and be free and live. This is a married woman with a family. She's not disrespecting her husband, her family. He's there at the video. She's loving her life. Let the woman live. Like, I don't really get it. People is miserable. They're miserable. They have nothing else to do. You sit around behind this computer trolling on other people's success instead of finding you some business that pays you. Get your money up. Get your bag up. Level up. Stop that. That hating shit is weak, especially when it comes from women. That's nothing fly about a hater. That's not bossy.
Trina, when I press play, they said, there's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. And they in the video looking in the rooms and all these girls. And I said, yo, this shit crazy.
It's lit. What's the problem? Like, when the guys, like, what's the problem? When slob on my knob, like corn on the cob. What's the problem? It's the same vibe. What's the problem? Can we live for the...
Man got some nasty mouths too.
Come on, like we just being expressive and experiencing whatever life is.
Let me tell you some funny thing about your sister. One day I'm in New York, I'm stressed out.
Okay.
I'm in like 100. Shout out Kid Capri, he says facts. I'm in 100 meetings because for some reason we could be in Miami, nobody call you. When I'm in New York, I got 10,000 meetings, right?
Okay.
The phone rings. It's Lorena. And I pick up and she goes, I wanna have fun. And she hangs up the phone.
Yes, Al.
Yo, Trina, I look at everybody in the car. I said, yo, this chick is crazy, man.
Yes, it's a vibe, like bad chicks only. This is the vibe. There's no hating. It's all about inspiring and bossing up, and it's real. Like You just got to be real, man. You just got to live your life and have fun. That's why we here. That's why we here. You got to celebrate, you know, uplift each other.
I've always seen you with a bunch of gay guys.
Uh-huh.
A bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
What is the connection? Like what like you like I've always I think you the first one I've ever seen, shout out Baby Smith, that I ever seen with Trina and 20 gay guys.
The gay gang, right? No, listen, let me tell you something. For women, it's imperative to have a gay friend. Like, it's something about them, almost like realistically, they want to be like us, but truthful women like are inspired by just their openness, their sauce, just the way they talk. They are so like fearless, and they give you game swag. They're fashionable. They're gonna read you. They're gonna tell you, honey, that's not the one. That's not it. That outfit, that don't work. That hair, change that. They're gonna be honest, and I think all women love that about gay men. As gay guys are just a ball of energy and fun and Miss Thing, and they goes there. Like, they support. I love it.
And it's hard. I mean, you know, I've noticed it's hard for girls to just keep it real with each other, you know? And one of the biggest things is when a girl get booed up, she kind of forget her whole crew, and she all on this guy. If they ever break up, she'll be back in the crew. But
I don't know. I think that's like a I don't know. I don't want to say security thing. I think that's just like when a girl just meets somebody and they new and they in their vibe and they in this whole love bubble. You just want to like secure this. You want to make sure you're building with this person, this soul. Like, you trying to see where you're going at with this. You want to make sure this lasts. And when your friends, everybody's around, it's distractive. I know a lot of times for me, because you're trying to build up here, but your friends, let's go to the club. Let's go here. Let's take a trip. It's always something you want to do. And it's almost like, and you know, and it becomes an issue. I don't know why that is, but I don't know. It's just life, I guess. Once you get past that stage, I guess, of building and you become serious and in a situation with this person, I think your friends kind of fall back. Because then they know you and this person going to be together, and y'all kind of, you know, be transparent, and the person know him, you know, and it just kind of moves forward.
Is Trina ever going to have kids?
We just talked about this. I wanted to so bad, and then I stopped wanting to, and then I had a miscarriage once, and that kind of like, I don't know. I mean, everybody's different, but I think for me, that was like one of the like most depressing things that ever happened to me. I guess the timing of it, because it happened, I don't know. I was just that right. I just felt like, why me? I don't know. I couldn't control why that it happened, and I think that bothered me. So then after it went to now for kids, for me it's like marriage, kid, not kid, no marriage. I don't want to just be a kid and just be a single mom. I don't know, my fear for that. My mom had me with no father. I didn't have no father. So growing up, even though I had my stepfathers, that was everything to me, but that was still my sister and my brother's dad. So for me, I always wondered why this man would not want to be in a daughter's life. You have all sons. So when I think of a kid, I'm just like, some women do great. My mom did great. She never looked back. I'm not her. I'm going to be chasing you down, like, get over here with this baby. Like, you know, it's a different thing for me because I watched my mom. To me, it was a perfect calling to not go on no child support, not try to worry about his life, just ain't look back and just handle her business. For me, I'm one of them people, I don't believe in all that system, the child support, chase the man out. You got to do what you got to do. I think I'm afraid. I don't want to be by myself to do that. I thought I had some men at the time in my life that I would have a family and stuff. That didn't work out. So here I am again. And then Lorena said, and I got enough nieces and nephews to let it go. I don't know. So maybe I'm so scared because this world
Trina,
is
talk
crazy.
to these people. I'm gonna go to the bathroom for 1 second. Talk to them.
Okay.
2 seconds, please.
Hi guys, I see you guys on here. Amazing. I see all of you. I'm just running my mouth, chopping it up with Joey and talking about all this fun stuff. Do you guys think I should have a kid, a daughter?
You got a daughter.
I know I have my niece that's like my daughter, but I'm really scared. All my friends say it hurts. I'm so scared, and I just think like, whoa. Huh? A whole baby. That's 18 more years of my life to be there.
Fuck that. Fuck a kid.
Hi, guys. I love you too. Hi, amazing. Hi, John. Hi, guys. Hi. Ozzy, my favorite person. I'm so excited, guys, to be on here with Sugar. There's my kid right there. She's on. My daughter is on watching. Hi, baby. She wants me to have a kid so bad. I have a whole world of kids. You know?
Yeah, you do.
I do. I just be thinking like, dang, I don't have no kids. Do I want a kid now? Do I think I should have a kid? Like, y'all gonna keep the kid? Ozzy!
Ozzy, yo, Trina, let me tell you something. When I was locked up, even though it was short, these guys in Miami, they was telling me that since you was like a teenager in high school, you had the biggest B-boys, the biggest football players. Everybody wanted Trina.
I don't know what this weird obsession is with the boss, you know? The theory.
Yo,
major weird obsessions, you know?
Theories? Yo, let me tell you something. Was Trick ever like overprotective of you, or he just let you do you?
No, Trick was overprotective and Ross. It was one of those kind of things when I started music, I wasn't into like dating and talking to somebody. When I first started out, you know, I was in a good relationship, a solid 5-year relationship. I was a good girl. I didn't drink. I didn't do nothing. And I got on the road with these guys, and they was wild animals. And they would not let me do nothing, go nowhere. It was like overprotective, brotherly thing. But I just see them do everything. So when I watch and see them do all the stuff they do, me as a girl growing up into a woman, I was always saying to myself, to my friends, you're not going to ever do that. Because I saw these girls. I saw Trick. So I used to peep game from them. So I always put game on my homegirls like, nah, that's not the play. And that was a good thing for me growing, you know, because I had them there. I had them for advice, just for if it was somebody, you know, about, you know, if what do you think about this person? Or, you know, they guys, so they're going to always tell me, nah, that dude ain't going to keep it 100. That ain't real. That's lame. Nah. He just trying to this. He trying to smash. Oh, they would straight. I'd be like, don't say that. Like, y'all just hating the man. No, they would just keep it 100. And I'd be like, how do you know that?
Would Trina ever go with a broke guy?
A broke guy?
Yeah, broke.
What's a broke guy? What's a broke?
Sucker for love. He got
I
some
ain't, I ain't a sucker for love. You gotta be on your, huh?
He got some bomb ass, but he ain't got no bread.
Now you gotta get some bread, baby. The bills is here. It's masked up. I'm an extravagant, extraordinaire type of vibe. You feel me? The vibe is high. Like we up here with it. It ain't no like it's dinner. You feel me? It's Komodos. It's like mastros. Ain't no broke. Like you gotta get your bag up though. Like I'm just saying, I'm not the person because like as a woman when you have your own money. You could do you. You could just vibe. But you got to have somebody that's leveling up, that's doing their thing, that's getting their bag up. Ain't no downplaying that. And that's on that.
Hey, I tell my cousins and my goddaughter, I be like, yo, don't be with no broke dude. You're going to be stuck in them projects. Don't be with no broke dude.
Nah, you got to be bossed up. You got to know what you want out here.
I'm going to tell you, if I was a girl, right? Even if I loved the broke dude, I would have to fall in love with a dude that has a little more money than me. I'm
really?
Just being honest.
Really?
Now, somebody, I gotta be, look, there's no such thing as broke love. So I'm telling the guys out there, if you think I'm throwing you under the bus,
right?
Go work, bust your ass, get to the bag.
Yeah.
If you want a bad chick, because other than that, that broke shit, yo, she keeping it real. What you gonna do?
No broke.
Babies with a broke dude?
Nah, we not playing that around here. And women have to understand, like, you can't just take on somebody that's not bringing nothing to the table. You got to bring something to the table so you can hold your own down so you don't become a part of, I need to be here because of the situation. If a dude say you got to get up and go because I ain't feeling this, you got nowhere else to go, we don't play that. You got to secure yours, secure the roof over your head, not just a bag. I'm talking about a bag. You feel me? Like, a bag mean where the family eats. Like, we good. Not just a bag on your arm in the streets. I mean that.
Yeah, you know, me personally, you know, the other day I seen this little girl, right? So I've had 2 sons, and I broke up with their moms. I was very young. You know, I've been with Lorena for 20 years.
Yes.
But when I look at men, and it's particularly little girls, and when I look at little girls and, you know, how men have babies with girls and they have little girls and they and they break up. They leave the little girl. Now, I don't know how that is possible. Like, I don't know how a man can leave his little girl knowing how hard it is in the world, how bad it is, you know, like, and so I seen a little girl that didn't have a dad with her the other day, and I'm just looking, and I'm like, how these guys leave their daughters knowing that there's predators, there's, you know, hey, the baby moms, he don't know. Next thing he could have, it could be baby boy, like a dude playing 2K, smoking blunts with his friends. And
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I don't think, and you especially, Trina, I don't think you should sleep. And you should be very careful about anybody who tries to give you a baby 2020. Because I watched the best girls hold out, make sure, yo, I'm not going with no bum, I'm not this and this and that. But somehow the guy gets her, she gets pregnant. When she's 8 months pregnant, he gone with it.
No. See me, that, like, there's this thing, I don't know what happens with me. There's this thing that clicks in. I'm in love, I'm all of this. But I start looking for more than just love. It's clarity, it's longevity, it's how serious you are in the situation. It's more than just us, you know, tearing up the gram or just like going to the store and burning down. I need to know what's bigger than that. And especially when you're talking kids and all that, because I'm scared. And I was the kid that thinking, how do a man leave his daughter? Now, when the man looks at me now, this is your daughter, and the world knows her. Now you want to be a part of her life. She do not want to. She don't see you. She don't. I was. When it comes to men, it's a higher stand. If you have a kid before or another situation, how you deal with that, the baby mom, all that, I pay attention to all that because I don't want to be a victim of that. I never wanted to be that because my whole life, that's all I saw. My friends, oh, I'm so in love, I want to have a baby. You have a baby, now the guy's nowhere around. Now you're a single mom struggling with a baby. Now you got to go another man have another baby. This is like my life, my whole entire life. So I just pray, like, please don't fall for that. Especially, I know a hurt that never left me of not having my dad or wanting to look in his face and say, why? You know what I mean?
So the Trina I know, right? And the Wi-Fi is bugging out on your end.
Okay.
Keep it going. But the Trina I know, you know, you've dated a certain type of man. Now you're getting a little older. Do you talk to younger men? Or because the guys I've seen you with, they're not out there like that no more. So the guys who's in that zone are young now. You know what I'm saying? So do you date younger men, or would you date a younger man?
I mean, guys, yeah, it depends. I always had like somebody that was younger than me, a couple years younger, or there's been times I dated somebody that was kind of older, but mostly younger. Not, you know, I mean, to me, I just need to know what's happening up here. Where we going with this? Like, it's a mind. It's here. Not young and you out in the club, you partying, you need every woman. Baby, this is not the Holiday Inn. This is not the daddy daycare. We don't have no time for that. I need to know because my life is here. I'm here. I need to know where you are with it. Stunt with the foreigners, do all that. We passed that. I need to know what's here with it, and that's, you know, it's crazy.
And that's where we evolve to. I'm gonna give you a question. Your top 5 greatest female rappers of all time.
My who? Say it again.
Your top 5 favorite female rappers of all time.
Oh man, my top 5 would be Salt and Pepper, Missy, Kim. Um. Can I say new? Damn, it's so many. Missy Kim. I'ma say no. Damn. It's so
You
many.
got a good three: Salt and Pepper, Kim, and Missy.
Salt, Pepper, Kim, Missy. I'ma just go Brat and Nikki.
You go Brat and Nikki. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I never heard nobody say the Brat, but the Brat was always hard.
How? Brat was the first female rapper to ever go platinum.
I'm not disrespecting.
I mean, but to me, because listen, you gotta understand, when I came in this business, that was the thing. There was Kim, there was Missy, there was Eve, there was me, I was new, but it was Brat that was the first person that went platinum before anybody. So that was like big. Okay, so we the sexy, but this is Brat. She was the first female to go platinum. That was huge. So I was like, okay. And I mean, I loved her style. She had a whole different, you know what I'm saying, a whole Chicago different sound style, whatever. So I always have gave her caliber of that.
Nah, that's dope. I appreciate that. Just really quick, what's it like being? I know what it's like being what her brother's Fat Joe comes with a bunch of crazy, but what's it like being Trick Daddy's sister?
Man, crazy. Trick Daddy is crazy. Delusional. It's one of them kind of. I see somebody put. I love Foxy. But don't get me wrong. That Trina album's one of my favorite albums. Don't sleep now.
She said 5. She said 5. You don't put no pressure on her.
Yeah, they keep on coming to pressure. Like, I love all the girls. I could go in with all the girls. I have my favorite songs, my favorite whatever. So look, but Trick, it's just one of the kind of things. We have this kind of relationship. It's like a brother-sister thing. And me, I'm more active than Trick. I'm more learning. I'm more like on top of things. I have to keep him in check. You know, for a while, you know, Trick is Trick. He's never, ever going to change in this world. He's going to leave this earth as Trick. So with that, I got to deal with him. I got to deal with him. Yes, I have to deal with him. Trick?
Yeah, I heard his restaurant. I heard that shit popping. This is crazy. Trina, don't leave. Trina, don't leave. They're the most fun interviews I ever had. You don't know who I know. Man, that was so much fun. Shout out to Trina, the baddest chick, talking that real shit. You know, Trina, she's something else, man. She give it up for real. She ain't fronting on no. She talking it like it is. Shout out to Trick Daddy. I gotta have him on the show soon. That's my brother. I love Trick Daddy. I know he put her through some shit because I put Remy through some shit on a regular basis. Oh no, G-Spin, this is the biggest show in the game. Ain't nobody bigger than us. You ain't got to gas me or tell me. Shout out to Boston. You ain't got to gas me or tell me what it is. I know we better than everybody. Competition's sick. Competition's sick. If you want to call it we pass everybody, man. I'm be honest with you. It's not exciting. Trina said, come back. Yo, Trina crazy, man.